Good morning, third grade. You have lesson 93 today. It is a review. So try to do the problems before I do them. So that means pause the video when you get to a new problem, see if you can figure it out. And then if you cannot figure it out, that would be a great time then to play the video and watch as I help you solve it. So first, let's walk through a word problem. Madison bought shoes for $25.98, a jacket for $39.95, and a hat for $15.82. How much did she spend? So put yourself in Madison's place. You're at a store. You need to buy shoes. You need to buy a jacket. You need to buy a hat. That means you are spending money, but you are spending money for three things. So that means we need to add up our total. So when we add money, we write it out with the decimal points lined up. 25.98. Also make sure that you are copying it correctly. A lot of times on story problems, we get it wrong purely by writing the wrong numbers. Okay, let me go back and check. 25.98, 39.95, 15.82. All right, and then we will add those up. Okay, I would like you to go ahead and try to do that. Just a reminder that the decimal place when we add and subtract stays where it's at. Okay, so you have to solve A before you can move on to B, because B says, how much change did Madison get back from $100? So that means she gave the cashier $100, but she spent however much you decided this was. So she can't get it all back because she spent some of the money. So that means we are going to take away whatever she spent, lining up your decimal, and then figure out how much it was that she would get back from the cashier after she spent the yellow amount. Okay, now for number 2, you're practicing your Roman numerals, but you're doing greater than or less than. So practice identifying how much is X worth. Hopefully you remember that was 10. How much is the V worth? 5. And so which number is bigger? The big alligator mouth opens up to the bigger number. Okay, go ahead and try those. For number 3, it says circle the incorrect products. A product is the answer to a multiplication problem. Write the correct product on the blank. So if it is correct, do not do anything. Just leave it blank. So number A, letter A, 1 times 8 is 9. Is that correct or incorrect? Hopefully you said it was incorrect. So you're going to circle it and write the correct answer. 8 times 1 is still 8. In order to get 9, it would have to be plus 1. Okay, now going across to B, 2 times 8 is 16. Well, what is 2 times 8? You can skip count by 2s or 8 plus 8, but either way, it's not 18, it is 16. And the last one I'll do with you is C, 3 times 8. So if we sing our 3 song, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Oh, that looks like it's correct. So you don't have to do anything. Then you move on to D. Okay. All right, for 4, practicing dividing and checking. I'll help you start out on A because the very first number that you see is smaller than this number. So if I only have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can I make a group of 7? No, I cannot. And 7 times 0 is 0, So now I have 6 left, and I bring down my 0. So now I'm skip counting by 7s until I get to 60 without going over. So maybe this would be a great time to write your 7s on the bottom. Go 7, 14, 21, etc. Okay, and that can help you. All right, then on the back side, divide each shape into fractional parts. Color it to represent the fraction below. I will give you a big hint. We do a lot of going like this for fractions and then making it bigger by going like that. When you have a square or a rectangle, it is way easier to draw either vertical lines, which would be like this, or horizontal lines, which would be like this. Okay, since this is a rectangle, I try to use the space that has the most length to it. So I'm going to draw vertical lines this time so it goes across the shape. And you're just kind of going to have to eyeball about how much that would be. 1, 2, 3, and then this one makes 4 and 5. Okay, so I needed to make my denominator, I needed to have 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm actually going to color in 4 fifths. Okay. All right. For a circle, like I said, a lot of times we go like this, but that's going to be too many. I only need 3. So when you're trying to do any number that's not an even number for a circle, it's easiest to just draw a dot in the middle. And then I need 3 parts, so I like to go up and down first. Oops, that did not work for me. Let's see if it will help me this time. Okay, and then I like to try my hardest to make it even pieces. Obviously, one of mine's a little bigger, but that's okay. It's in 3 parts. Okay, and then I want you to try 6 of, and that is a hexagon. So it actually has 6 sides, so that will be a big help to you. But practicing, sometimes when you're trying to draw a fraction, you draw it, it might not work out. Draw it again. It's trial and error, okay? That's how you're gonna get used to it. And number 6, draw a picture to represent each sentence. 5/9 of the balls are green. 5/9. This is what it looks like as a fraction. We're doing it as groups, so you need to draw how many balls. Hopefully you realize it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 5/9 are green. That means 5 out of 9. So you do need a green marker, colored pencil. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 9. This line means out of. It also means divide, but in this case, 5 out of 9. That is because a fraction is part of a whole. Part is 5. Out of how many whole? 9. Okay, do the same thing with your pictures on B and C. Okay, for a cone, an ice cream cone, I just do like this, and then you can go like that. So if it says 3/5 of the ice cream cones are strawberry, then what color do you think you should do for the strawberry ones? Red. You can do just the ice cream that's red, or you can do the whole cone. I don't care. But then the rest of them should not be red. Okay? All right. And then finally, practicing adding and subtracting with fractions. Notice that each one of these, they have the same denominator. That means I keep that same denominator. Denominator is the down number, down denominator. But 3/9, and then if I have 2 more 9ths, I'm saying 3/9, 4/9, 5/9. And that's how you do it. Same thing with subtraction. If it's the same denominator, then you're going to have your answer also being the same denominator. Okay? All right. Good luck. And if you have any questions, as always, please raise your hand. Yeah.